work the other day. I had a 16-year-old that I was working with at this point. And at the one time, she started asking me about marriage and what it's like and all that kind of stuff. And I just was like, you know what? I did this whole podcast once with my best friend. And it was an entire episode, basically, on how we narrowed marriage down to an entire length of your life of just asking somebody every single day what they want for dinner.
It's just a continuous question. Never-ending question. What do you want to eat?
And when I told her that, she goes, that sounds like a hilarious podcast. What's it called? And I went, Caution, nope, not gonna do it. I forgot. You're 16 years old. I'm not gonna give you that.
What, you don't want her to get enlightened?
No.
You're like, if we didn't work together and you're just a random 16-year-old, yes.
Spread that shit around.
But, yeah, after episode 2 with Jalapeno Hole, you're just gonna be like, who are these fucking idiots? I thought you grew up after high school. Apparently not.
Yeah, I was damn close to saying what it was, and then that little angel popped up going, "What the fuck, are you stupid?" She's gonna get caught listening to this, and Mom and Dad's gonna be like, "What the hell? It's my managers," like, oh shit. Then the shitstorm comes down on me.
Then all of a sudden you got it written up in the local paper. Local restaurateur corrupts youth with radical ideas.
Corrupts youth.
Because they always make it ambiguous like that. Like, negligible.
Corrupts youth with talk of jalapeno stink fingering.
and racism towards Somalians. Because there's a few episodes where we probably have... I know for a fact I have.
Yeah, you have gone off a couple of times on it. I don't know. That's what happens when you get drunk and put a microphone in front of each of us, though.
And half the time it's just radical speak.
It's good ribbon.
It's like it's shock jock.
Shock jock, yep.
That's trying to be like Howard Stern. Let's get some bitches in here so we can laser point their flaws.
We need some sound effects and shit.
Yep, like Wacky Morning Z style. Oh, I'm so full. Went to the bowling alley, had some pulled pork nachos.
That sounds good.
Dude, they're so delicious. The only thing that sucks is I could not enjoy the lovely, lovely micro brews they have on tap. Still fasting on the breweries as much as I can. So I haven't had a beer in a while.
Good for you.
Go team.
Yeah.
And that is why I'm so dull.
I had one yesterday with my early supper. When we were down at the outlet mall.
Where did you have supper? At the outlet mall?
There's like a bar and grill behind it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's it called?
I don't know. It's a bar and grill. It's like a cabin theme thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I had the fucking thing that I had was massive. It was this meatloaf where they actually cut the meatloaf in half, I guess, and then stuff it with mashed potatoes and cheese.
What?
And then they put the meatloaf back on top, or on top of that, and then they put mashed potatoes all the way around the thing, and then just slather it in gravy.
And then serve it?
Oh my god, I ate until I was just looking around going, yeah, I'm the fattest guy here. I should probably stop right now because I'm just perpetuating a stereotype. Mom, look at the fat guy eat. That's why he's fat. Just sitting there going, oh no. Oh.
Yeah. One mother is like, Jimmy, you need to eat. Yep. Don't you look at him? He is just gorging. Yep. He can't take it away from him.
Oh, I'm surprised there wasn't somebody that just stood up and didn't go.
Just starts a slow clap.
That's what America's all about, ladies and gentlemen.
Maybe if you would have finished the 69er.
Yeah.
Then maybe somebody would start a slow clap for you.
They had a half order for $10.99 or a full order for $13.99. So I was like, fuck that, I'm getting a full order. And they mean a full... It was like an entire dinner plate just covered.
A full order is basically could feed your family.
Oh, yeah. At least
Well, maybe not your family,
no.
but most people's family.
Yeah. It was a lot of food.
That sounds good.
It was good.
Food.
Yeah, that's Too Fat Guy. The pause right there.
Yeah,
There was a good meatloaf. May it rest in peace.
And I didn't even have the meatloaf. I'm just like, damn, that sounds good.
It was equally satisfying this morning.
When it came out?
Yep.
I thought maybe you had leftovers. But no, you wouldn't.
Oh, those were too. Oh, yeah. That's the 16-year-old humor right there.
Yeah, it always comes back to a poop joke.
Poop joke.
No matter how old you get.
Oh, it's always funny.
It is true.
Oh, men love a good fart and poop joke. And if you can put in a start of shit, anything like that,
Yes.
those are the grands. Those are the ones that get told. Yeah, I had this friend, see? Like, it's not even your story, but you still gotta tell it, because it's like he shit himself while he was burping.
Yeah, you're telling a story in like sixth person.
Yeah, exactly.
This is so good. I don't even know if it's true, but it's such a tale.
I was on the roller coaster at the time, see?
And then I heard via the dude that was sitting next to him once we got off of it, because he was just covered.
Oh,
and he was asking me if I had an extra shirt because I was carrying a backpack, and I said, "No, this is where I keep my. I mean, this is it's my lunch."
You holding?
No, my dick.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time.
Do anything exciting for the Valentine's Day, or is that what you did? Was that Saturday you went down there?
No, that was actually yesterday.
Yesterday. Oh, yeah.
No, we went out to eat Friday night because we both worked Saturday. I worked until 7, so...
Where'd you go Friday? Taco bar? Always
No.
free taco bar. Hey, babe.
Grizzlies.
Nice. That's clutch. Yeah, we went out Friday night as well. We went to the Park Diner. The Shiny Diney.
Not bad.
I'd never been there until like a month ago, and we went because we started this thing now just to like make sure we carve out one day a month where we have like on a month, like third Monday of every month we have date night. So, we're guaranteed to just be like, all right, we're gonna get dressed up and go somewhere nice. But the first one we did it snuck up on us, and we're like, oh shit, forgot we got to do that. They're like, let's go to the Park Diner. Because I'm like, I really don't feel like changing. So
that's
we went.
class.
Hey.
Good milkshakes.
Yeah. Dude, that's what I fucked up completely. I'm like, I want a chocolate goddamn milkshake. I just couldn't get my mind off of it. And then as I'm ordering, I just look and it says malts and shakes. I'm just like, oh, give me a chocolate malt. And then I was like, no. After, didn't realize it till, later when I got it and I tasted it, and I'm like, oh, this doesn't taste like shake. I'm like, oh, dude. That's, the worst mistake. When you're all excited about something. It was still good, because malts are good, but I just don't like that little flavor of whatever that is. Malted.
Yeah, I don't know, that, chalkiness.
What is malted
I
milk?
don't know.
Or whatever. I mean,
You probably don't want to know.
Is it just it almost tastes like a grain substance? Is it like a malted beer?
I have no idea. It's probably like a dehydrated thing that they powder mix back in with something. I don't know.
Yeah, that's weird. So it's got a chocolate.
It's like Carnation instant shit.
It's chalky chocolate.
Chalky chocolate. I'll give you that.
Chalky chocolate.
I'll give you that.
So when we went on Friday, I made sure I got the shake. I'm like, you order first so I don't fuck it up.
I'm not good under clutch.
Exactly. I don't like this pressure.
That's awesome. I don't want to fuck up my order. I'm going to write it down and hand it to her like I'm a mute.
Yep. And then on Valentine's Day, she went down and went shopping with her friend. And the very first time she'd ever stepped foot into a Trader Joe's or a Whole Foods. And she's like, oh, we're going to go to this. I'm like, that's going to be the end of your paycheck.
Yep.
She's like,
paycheck.
why? She's like, have you never been to one? And she's like, no. I'm like, Trader Joe's you are going to fall in love with. Yeah. Everybody that's ever been into a Trader Joe's, he absolutely loves it. Mm-hmm. It's got legit stuff.
Yeah.
And so she just comes home. She's like, I spent less than $150. I'm like, yeah. And I see you have like 4 bags.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, worth it. Good job. But she bought some pretty good stuff. Like, she paid $20 for like this bag of cashews that were like organic cashews. Like, they're like $6 a pound.
Yeah.
That shit's ridiculous,
yeah,
son. Then after that, she came home and I chefed up some 4 cheese and sausage stuffed manicotti for a Valentine's Day dinner with a little bit of garlic bread.
Nice.
It was delicious. That's like my favorite thing to make, except for it takes for fucking ever.
Yeah, it does. Any pastas, if you make them homemade, do.
Dude, just the stuffing of it sucked. Looked like a little fruit cup. I was like, got the piping bag out. I'm sitting there filling up my manicotti with its creaminess.
Don't talk to me like that when you're looking deep into my eyes. You're like, it's creaminess. This is going to be a little Brokeback Pod action.
Just a ricotta sling, you son of a bitch.
You know how to get my motor running with food. Talking about creamy, cheesy goodness.
Belty.
Yup.
God damn. This is like the Fat Guy podcast.
Yeah,
It's all about food and sexualizing it.
Oh, God.
Sometimes banana's just a banana, Sam.
No, it's not.
It never is.
It's nature's cock.
Nature's cock. Oh, shit. I really have nothing to talk about. This is kind of going absolutely nowhere.
No, it's not. It's going somewhere.
Oh, where are we taking it?
I think we should talk about the Krispy Kreme in the United Kingdom that had a sale that you should join the KKK. And what they meant by that was you should join the Krispy Kreme Club.
Oh, because I totally forgot that Krispy Kreme spells them with a K.
Yeah. And apparently the dumb shit manager that was working there was just like, yeah, we should, make it tongue-in-cheek and do the club with a K, not thinking of the KKK. So
because it's in the United Kingdom, they probably don't have that many KKK members in the United Kingdom.
There was still quite a bit of them, because when they were talking about it, they actually had a couple of people that made comments about it. I think they have one in here. Oh shit, where is that one? Yeah, they had a quote in the story from somebody who was actually right here. It's actually a tweet message that somebody walked by and saw it. Krispy Kreme Hull is advertising the KKK on Wednesday. I don't know. I just don't know. Like, that was the whole tweet that the guy sent out.
And that's what caused the shitstorm to make world news?
Well, no, that's where it started, like, getting out. And there's the, You gotta check this out, though. There's the advertisement that they put out.
Oh, yeah, right there. It says 18th of February, noon to 5, KKK Wednesday. Krispy Kreme Hull. Hull must be the city.
Yeah, it's probably the store.
So it was just that one local branch did it, right?
Yeah, it was the manager of one store.
Well, that's understandable, because, like, if somebody named, like, oh, it's IRA Wednesday, people in Europe would be like, oh, what the fuck? That's like, the, Irish goddamn terrorists. And we'd be like, what?
Who would say it's IRA Wednesday? Right? Like, who's gonna open up IRA burgers? You know what I'm saying?
It could be the International Rigatoni Academy.
You could even do the Krispy Kreme Club all in K's, as long as you don't say KKK Wednesday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But it rhymes. It rolls right off the tongue. If you go, Krispy Kreme Club Wednesday does not sound as good as KKK Wednesday.
I'm just saying, it's like saying the N-word. You have to have everybody say it in their head. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to... Well, it's Krispy Kreme Club one. No, you're going to go Triple K Day. You know what I'm saying? That's what people do.
Exactly. I mean, the KKK, and there'd still be an issue because somebody would put it together and be like, that stands for KKK.
But that's what I mean. It's that thing of like saying the N-word. You make them put it together in their head because you don't want to say it.
Because it's too much of a biatch.
So saying that, Triple K Day, they're not going to... You have to put it together.
Yeah.
So if you just put Krispy Kreme Club, it would have been okay. Nobody would have cared. Because they would have had to do it themselves and make it KKK.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's just one of those things where it's, you're an idiot, and now with social media like that, you have to know what you're doing, especially if you're advertising for a chain.
Yeah. And it's just because... Yeah, with the social media, like you said, it's going to get out to the world as opposed to everybody that was just walking by that one particular Krispy Kreme in some bumfuck town in England.
Yeah. They would have only talked to whoever the hell was in that town, and the one guy would have walked in there and been like, do you know what the hell you have on your board? Oh shit, I should probably change that.
Yeah,
huh?
and then that's the problem with social media, is they like, everybody, it's like a gotcha society now, where everybody just cannot wait to catch somebody slipping up so they can take a fucking photo and tweet about it.
Yeah.
And like manufactured just rage. Like, oh, I'm offended.
That's why I don't go skiing anymore.
Why?
I'm just saying. I know my ass would be out there because there's always one time when I get a little too comfortable after being on the slopes all day. And you're just like, you know what? I'm going to take a fucking jump. And then as soon as you approach it, you just, that little voice in the back of your mind, as soon as you approach that jump, just goes, what the fuck are you doing?
You don't need that voice.
Way too late, though.
And that's the voice that fucks you up, because if you have absolutely no fear and you're just like, I'm gonna land this shit, like, what, son? That's what separates, like, I think the people that do action sports is they don't have that little voice that's like, oh, you're gonna fuck up. They're like, this is easy. Why wouldn't I make this? Until they don't make it.
Yeah, I've landed quite a few of them, but the ones that I haven't, those were fucking YouTube worthy.
I never really did anything like that. I never was like into BMXing or skateboarding or anything like that. As a kid, as much as like today, I do not like adrenaline. I do not like it one bit. I don't like to be nervous. I don't like to be stressed.
I don't like to be nervous.
Well, I mean, like, that's what I equate adrenaline to, is being nervous. And that whole being uppity is never like, oh, this is awesome. To me, it just repulses me. That's why that's why I think I've never gotten into like stimulant drugs or anything like that. Is because I can't deal with that, like that tenseness,
twitchiness,
and just adrenaline.
Yeah, I don't know.
I hate it.
It depends on what you're doing, because if you're like you were saying, if you're like scared, nervous type shit, that's a completely different feeling than doing something where you get adrenaline from it.
Yeah, like roller coasters.
Then you get to channel the energy the way you want to channel it.
Yeah, I can't channel it. I just don't like it. I don't like being on edge. I have my life set up distinctively so I don't ever have to worry about much. I don't have too much stress. Nothing's ever
That was
like,
great.
Oh, I got a nice little cocoon going here, guy. I go to the same 3 places.
I like to keep my heartbeat within 10 beats at all times.
Exactly, unless I'm working out.
Up or down, don't like it to go too much.
That's something weird about me. Like my stepbrother, he is an adrenaline junkie. Like, he lives for doing stupid shit like that. I think he lives for the fear of just busting his face. Because he's always been into, like, speed and jumping dirt bikes and doing stupid-ass stunts. Yeah,
I don't understand that kind of stuff either, because that, to me, I I enjoy a good adrenaline jaunt every now and then.
Would you do skydiving?
Yeah.
I don't know if I could.
I'd just love to see the,
I'd have to go
the
tandem.
vantage point.
I'd have to go tandem, where the dude basically pushes me out.
That's gonna have to be a big fella. You're gonna have to have a giant canopy on that thing. If somebody's gonna be able to push you out of a goddamn
When I don't want to go?
yep, it's gonna have to be a big fella. So you're gonna have one of those like cargo drop parachutes behind you.
I think the best way to do it is just get like a trap door on the floor.
Exactly. Like,
We're over the drop zone.
up. No. Okay. Yep, exactly. And then he just points to a sign for everybody else that says no refunds. That would be the best right there. That's what they should do. This is a business school. Let's take this down.
Yep.
Where's our stenographer?
Well, you can re-listen to this if you want.
Oh. Yeah. Idea number, what, 8 billion on this thing?
Yeah, we just need to mine these sometime.
Yeah, we do.
Some future generation is just going to listen to this and revolutionize the entire world. They might start a religion after us. It's just that profound.
Whoa.
Could you believe it? I don't know what they would call the religion.
That's going to rip cultures apart.
I want at least 1,000 souls to be destroyed in my name.
Every year.
No, just grand total throughout history. Then I know I did something. I did something.
Can't say it was bad as Hitler.
But I did leave a mark.
I don't like mass genocide. I like mini genocide.
Exactly. They fucking deserved it.
Oh. Yeah, that would be, I don't know. I think Genghis Khan left probably the biggest impression on the world. Isn't it something like 1 in every 20 people he has genetic link with right now?
Fuck. I would be surprised if it was that high. I would go 1 in 5 of all Asians in the fucking world.
No, I'm saying world population.
Oh,
it's supposed
shit.
to be like 1 in 20 people on the planet right
buy
now
that.
have some genetic link to Genghis Khan.
And if they're Asian, they're most likely.
Yeah, it's like 1.5.
Yeah. That dude just raped his way all through that fucking shelf.
Oh, goddamn. Oh, he had like 70 or 80 concubines where, Jesus, can you imagine that?
God, I mean, I
Just
do.
feeding them?
Well, I do imagine that. Nightly. And then
Then
it turns into them nagging me. And then it's 70
That's
women
what
nagging
I'm saying.
me. Why you all got to spend time with her? Why don't you come to my hut?
No.
Oh my god, because you're a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, but that would be the point of that would be the awesome part about being Genghis Khan is you'd have like your own set of bouncers. You just like this one right here, just point at her and have her take them away.
Oh, like me in the fucking bottle service.
What?
You know, in the club.
Why not?
VIP.
Why not? I'm sick of you. You're mouthing off. You're gone. Get a replacement tomorrow.
That's true, and I suppose as a woman that was basically a sex slave, you probably wouldn't be mouthing off, because you'd have probably saw one woman do that and get cut the fuck down.
Oh, it's either that or now you're not the royal concubine, now you're just a whore for the troops.
Oh, that's sad, because you know that's exactly what happened.
Well, you know what I mean?
Oh, that's
They'd
the
probably just beat the
brutal.
shit out of them and throw them down for the troops.
Oh, and they just run a dirty Mongolian train.
Oh,
on
yeah.
them.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
A
god.
dirty,
damn.
I've been riding horse for 13 hours train on her.
Oh, and they weren't even circumcised back then. Could you imagine the smell of that sheath?
Could you imagine how long it took somebody to just catch anything doing that kind of stuff? Those dirty, dirty guys.
God damn.
Riding horse all over the place with dust flying everywhere. They didn't have no drawers back there.
No, they did not.
I don't even think they wear them now.
Damn Mongolians.
Damn Mongolians, always trying to break walls and shit. Why can't you just be peaceful?
They do have a hell of a barbecue, though. Is it a bar? Would that be called a barbecue or a grill? That little thing that I'd say a Mongolian barbecue. That sounds a lot better.
I'll go with it.
Allowed?
I really don't care.
Because it's called Mongo's Grill, right? For the place. But I say it's a Mongolian barbecue. Just like you go to Negro barbecue, Hawaiian barbecue, Mongolian barbecue. There's just the barbecues that happen. You got redneck barbecue. They're very distinct. They have like signs that say that in my head. Helps me keep things organized.
And I like to order in such.
Hey, the best way is by race.
Like, this is
Why do you think they have it on every application? They obviously want to sort everybody race. Why is it wrong if I do? Just as long as I don't hold it against them, I just want to know where everything fits. I like in my closet, all the reds go together, all the blues. What's wrong with that in society? No, I'm just kidding.
I see what you're saying, man. We could, hey, this is the thing. We could actually like put all the neighborhoods like they were compartments in the closets. You know, and then have, let's say, the rich over here and the poor over here.
See, that's a revolutionary idea.
Yeah, I think that might work.
And to protect ourselves from the poor people, we need to have like gates and stuff.
You mean they?
No, we. Because this is our society.
Well, I suppose, yeah. At that point, we would be the land developers.
Well, this is our delusion. Yeah. I mean, our imagination.
I'm just not going anywhere near New Orleans because I will not fucking buy land in floodplain.
No. I'll probably do Colorado. But that's after we, overthrow the government and kind of print our own currency.
Oh, God damn it. Now we're on some sort of watch list.
Yep, fuck. I actually did read that on the back of the Eagles membership. It said, I swear that I have never been affiliated with the Communist Party, and I have no thoughts of violently overthrowing my government. It actually says that on the thing you have to fucking sign for the Eagles Club.
Well, that's good, because then if we ever get caught doing something stupid like saying that and they actually take it seriously, we can just whip those cards out and be like, fuck you, I took this oath.
I am a card-carrying eagle.
Oh. Aries 266?
622.
622. I'm dyslexic when it comes to Aries. Yeah. I'm going to go with that.
I'm Aries dyslexic.
Aries dyslexic.
Well, Sunday, you worked though, right?
Yeah.
They had a hot dish cook-off, the first annual.
No, you told me about that.
Yeah. Andrea made her okie dokie gnocchi and didn't win.
Nope.
Wes won with his briny ass pasta. Old people love salt. They have no taste buds. It was rigged.
Old people love salt. They just fucking sit there and lick it and lick it all day.
Well, wasn't that a candy?
Salt blocks right next to them at the bar.
Like a salt lick, don't they? Didn't they have that as like a treat back in the day? Like buy it for a penny? Like rock candy? Here, have a salt lick, Junior.
I don't think they gave him salt licks. That was more for the horses.
Hey, well, all I know is Larry Bird came from Salt Lake, Indiana.
Just give them sugar cubes from the palm of their hand and stroke their nose.
Isn't that how you call children?
Yeah, exactly.
Am I doing something?
There. Ooh, whoa. Let me see the shoes.
Ooh, they have lights on them.
Yeah, exactly.
And wheels. Holy shit. Are those still popular? Probably not. They probably had to have banned those years ago. Those wheelie shoes.
I don't know.
And they're
probably just not cool anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And they had so many like medical side effects. Like people would have heel injuries, and because the kids are like they're growing, and they're basically spending all their time with their weight on their heels. Nope. Fucking idiots.
That was not a van. Well, I just gotta say it. I'm gonna do that to my oldest nephew next time I see him. Where I'm just gonna walk up to him and like treat him like a horse for a second, and just see how he reacts to it. that to me, I thought that was just hilarious, and now I want to do it. I'm literally gonna walk up to him like that, like, "Hey there, big fella, keep calm, keep calm." Whoa, you know, like,
what are you doing, Uncle Sam?
Exactly. Trying to get up next to him, like sideways with him, so he knows I'm not a threat. He's gonna freak out about it. I love just fucking with their heads like that, because my oldest, you know that, he lets things just go right over his head. Yeah. He just does not comprehend them. He's got a lot of his mom in him, but he just does not comprehend things right off the bat. It gets him after a few seconds. Yeah, but they do go right over the head, right off. So it'll be funny because he'll allow me to do it for a while, going, "I don't know what this is." Well, he's an adult, so I should, this is something that should be happening.
It'll take him a good 30 seconds just to process how to react.
Exactly. So it'll be funny just to see what his reaction is afterwards. And going, "What are you doing, Uncle Sam?" Like, after a while, it will. It's going to take.
Once you start lifting up his tail and checking out his behind, then he's gonna be like, "Hey, what the fuck are you doing, guy?"
No, I'm gonna see if I can lift one of his legs up.
Check out his shoe.
Yep.
Then poke at it. Let's secure shoe.
Yep. I think it would be funny. I just love messing with my nephews.
You have to have a sugar cube then too.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna have to. I don't know. My wife has those. I gotta have them.
And then just to increase the game a little bit, you need to put a little acid on that sugar cube, and then send him home with daddy.
That would, yeah. Wow, I can't even fathom how much shit I'd be in on that one.
Your brother would probably press charges.
Oh yeah, rightfully so.
Yep.
Fuck that 13-year-old on fucking acid without knowing about it.
Dude, that's not the first time it's happened.
No, but it can't be a pretty thing.
No, that would be so funny. Just Luke
you're an evil bastard.
Well, I think of this stuff in a world where there is no consequences.
Yeah, where it doesn't actually matter what happens to the poor idiot.
Well, just, you know what I mean? They just trip balls and the next day it's just they're back to normal like nothing happened. That's the way I think of the world. And that's probably why I live the life the way I do. I don't understand that thing.
By the seat of your pants with a devil-may-care attitude.
Not really.
Look at you, slick back hair.
Don't make me get on my stool.
Yeah, exactly.
You get taller than you son of a bitch.
What, you think you're better than me?
I know it. I got a stool.
You son of a bitch.
But I chose to sit at your level.
Yeah, exactly. I sit on my knees.
Yep. I'm standing.
Oh, yeah, the Krispy Kreme donut, that was about the end of mine. Then when we started talking about kids taking acid, I think we kind of wrapped that one up.
Yeah, pretty much. So what is I've been wanting to ask you, what is the fucking deal with all of the, immunization propaganda? There's a really strong push in, everything to, demonize people who don't get...
Because of that big measles outbreak.
But what's weird about it is a lot of these people that get measles had the fucking vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird to me that it was almost preemptive of... It just came out that the High Court in Italy said, yeah, fucking vaccines from America cause autism. And then Japan refuses to import any of our vaccines because of it. And so I'm like... Is this was it a preemptive propaganda
I don't really
push?
Trust anything that Italy says.
Well, the prime minister had bunga parties. That dude is all right in my book.
No, as a guy that I want to party with, but not take world advice from.
But you know what I mean. There's the High Court in Italy does it, and then most of Europe does not even import any of our goods because of our shitty standards on everything. And then
I'll give you that.
So to me, it looked like they just did this huge propaganda push in front of this wave of news about every other country pretty much coming out and just saying what they don't want the American populace to know. Regardless if it's true or not, I have absolutely no idea. I'm not a fucking doctor. I couldn't even begin to imagine. But it just seems, and then especially since it happened at Disneyland, that makes me even more suspicious. Because Disneyland is just a people trap run by a mouse. And of course they're going to inject him with super measles.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that's why they're doing that whole push for immunizations, because they actually think it mutated past what's been immune.
Yeah.
So we're
exactly.
we're being immunized for it, but then the idiots that didn't do it allowed the virus to actually mutate through them. So now most of us aren't even covered for what's out there anymore.
Yeah, because there's like tons of diseases that are coming back because of that. Yeah. That people. But the problem is you tainted it. Nobody trusts you.
Yep.
As a goddamn corporation anymore. So is that the person's fault who refuses to get the vaccination, or is that the corporation and the government's fault for not having any goddamn credibility left?
There's some things that you can give, like, I mean, I think we did a pretty good job with polio. You know what I mean? I mean, there's certain things
is that shit coming back too now?
I hope not. But I'm just saying, there's been a bunch of them that we've done a really good job with, except for it comes from a different country.
Yeah.
And some stupid person didn't want their kid to be immunized here. They went to another country, ended up getting some form of it, coming back, and somebody who doesn't have a very good immune system themselves can contract it.
Yeah.
It's been proven on how viruses just do their own fucking mutations
I can almost
to get around that kind of shit. So it doesn't make sense to have a population that's not immunized to the same things. It makes a health risk for everybody. And in this certain instance, it comes down to the whole land of the free thing. Or are you fucking kidding me? We've got so many freedoms that are taken away anyway that's for the better good of us.
Yeah.
Why isn't it that the health circumstances aren't the better good of anything?
Yeah.
Like, they never actually make laws in a sensible way. Like, when they do the whole seatbelt thing. Yeah. Well, let's face it. The majority of people that get into accidents that are fatal are probably, and most likely, the times when people aren't doing shit that they should be in the first place. It had nothing to do with the seatbelt. If they weren't fucking around, they wouldn't have been in that accident.
Exactly.
So, the seatbelt really doesn't do anything. How about a stiffer sentence for fucking around and causing an accident? That's the fucking cause. But they don't do that because that makes money.
Yeah, the seatbelt ticket generates revenue.
Yeah,
that's exactly it.
So it comes down to it that it doesn't have anything to do with the better good. It has to do with what the fuck they can get off of you. So, in my mind, the whole thing's fucked up in general. You can't really, call it a company, even because a company can't run like that. But I really do think immunization should be, if you're going to have it out there, and you're going to say this is for the better of people, you should do it. I'm just saying, it doesn't make sense to half-ass it like that. That's why I never take a flu shot.
Yeah, me neither.
The virus spreads so fast and so quickly and mutates so many times. And literally, the shit that they put into the flu shot, they're guessing that it's going to work.
Yeah, it's like a forecast.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've never gotten a flu shot as long as I can remember. Unless I had to when I was a kid.
But it's the same thing, man.
I got a damn good immune system. I never get sick.
It's the people that do that kind of stuff are the same ones that look at it and go, but I won't immunize my kids. But you'll get a flu shot?
Hey, I'm worried about them putting goddamn microchips in the vaccine and then tapping me. And I could have a goddamn kill switch. Little cyanide capsule.
All of a sudden you just have this fucking voice in your inner ear that just says, you now have syphilis. Like, son of a bitch! I knew I shouldn't have read that or run that red light. You know, like
How creepy would that be if they actually did implant that nanotech in you and it would actually give you like diseases?
That would be hilarious.
Punishments for shit you did. You had illegal sex for money. Enjoy the gonorrhea.
You know, that would just...
Plus the herpes she just gave you naturally.
Oh, that would be fucking sweet. Oh, we gotta make a movie out of that.
Yeah, that actually would be. If
Trademark.
Yeah. If Snowpiercer is critically acclaimed, we could do that. We can make something like Snowpiercer.
Yeah, all it is the same concept. They just need to run around and fucking try to find the guys that pull the switches and the little buttons.
Yeah. I watched this sweet documentary on Netflix. It's called Mirage Men. And what it is like they interview this guy that his job, he worked for the OSI in the 70s and 80s or whatever, 60s, 70s, 80s.
Nope.
Why?
I just wanted to see what you would do.
Just stare at you blankly.
Yep, okay.
Yeah. But they interview him, and he was talking about how they would tell people that what they saw, like classified military stuff, was actually UFOs. And he was one of the people that like propagated all the myths. And then there was like this...
And he would stare at goats?
No, he wasn't, not like that. He was basically a disinformation agent.
Yeah.
Like, because there was a scientist that was picking up signals from the Air Force base they live next to, and I think it was like New Mexico.
Okay.
And Dulce or whatever it is. Dulce.
Okay.
In New Mexico. So he was picking up all this stuff because he had all this high-tech equipment. And then he brought it to the Air Force, like, look at all this weird shit I found. And then he had, like, videos of, these crazy aircrafts and shit like that. And so the OSI sends this disinfo agent to, like, become friends with him. And this dude just feeds him. Like, oh, shit, whoa. That's crazy. Because they figure out, that what he has is classified information that the military, not extraterrestrials, they're like...
So are you saying that he was trying, instead of trying to cover up, he was trying to make it more diluted?
Yeah, by going, that's UFO, that's really interesting. He actually had, like, generals, he brought them into the base to have, like, interviews, and they showed it to them, and the generals went along with it, and they're like, yeah, that's definitely UFO activity, and all this shit, and just fed him, and had him chasing his fucking tail. They were like, they gave him a grant to research all this, and he actually, came up with, this was like early 80s, late 70s. He they flew him over, the dude from the OSI who was buddies with him, flew him over this site where there was like a crashed, like, aircraft. And so the dude, like, took photos of it and was like, and there's like, yeah, that's definitely alien tech. He's like, this is where one of them crashed and all this shit. And what it turned out to be was a fucking crashed, drone, like prototype drone that we have now, but way back then. And so it was classified, super top secret. So they're like, well, this is already there, so let's just tell him, this fucking poor sap, that it's a UFO. And so he just goes on and on, and there's the whole documentary is just following this dude, and the dude, like, now he comes out and says, oh, I'm not a disinfo agent, but I'm just like, bullshit. He's got it so convoluted, and just the whole UFO, like, cover up with it, and they kind of just, all these experts and stuff like that just kind of weeded through what the government had, and basically the, conclusion of this thesis was so many disinfo agents have been involved in the cover-up and convoluting of the UFOs that it's permeated the generations, so the people that are even running it now have absolutely no idea what stories are true or fucking fake. Just because it's just been so convoluted. And the worst part is you're listening to the dude that is the disinfo agent, and you listen to him talk, and you're like, I honestly don't think if this son of a bitch even knows what's fucking true anymore. So this is completely fucked.
So the rest of us are just done.
Exactly. So I'm like, all right, I'm glad
we'll know when the Mothercraft comes back.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I'm glad I spent 2 hours to arrive at the exact same conclusion I started with, that nobody knows anything.
There's been a couple of those that I've watched on Netflix where at the very end of it you just go, what the fuck was the purpose of this? Because it didn't answer any questions and it didn't really ask any questions. All it did was go, fact, 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 fact. This could be a fact. Fact, fact, fact. Hope you enjoyed the show. And you just look at it and go, what the... That's ridiculous. Like, it didn't do anything.
Yeah.
There was no message to it. Like, I don't know if you were pro or... What the hell?
What is your conclusion? You did not wrap up your goddamn documentary film with any kind of through-line narrative.
Was this your thesis?
Because you failed. Miserably.
Yeah, there's been a couple of them, though, that it's been funny that they were put in the documentary column, and this is the best part. You can tell that they have some human error to their Netflix programming. There was one of them that I actually watched in the documentary column that was Trolls. And it ended up being a Norwegian documentary. Like movie.
Like Blair Witch Project type bullshit.
Yeah.
But with trolls.
Part, yeah.
Was that the one where it had the giant troll on the cover?
Yeah.
Was it terrible?
It was funny.
Was it in subtitles?
Yeah. That's the bad part about it.
Yeah.
There's been a lot of movies that I've watched that had subtitles that were actually pretty good, but it was just weird though. It really was. At first I was like, are you fucking kidding me? This is really a documentary? Holy shit, I gotta watch this. Like, I didn't know trolls existed. What the fuck? And then when I watched it about 10 minutes into it, I was just like, oh my god, this is not a documentary. This is a spoof. Like, you know, it's a little bit of a letdown, because like you were just talking about earlier, I had it in my mind, I was like, oh my god, that just opened up a whole new realm. Like that fucking Discovery Channel, when they did the mermaids thing.
Dude, yeah, I was like, what? But then some of the footage looked so fucking fake that I was like... Ugh.
Yeah, it did.
Then
because they didn't show you any footage beforehand. They just did the whole thing of, mermaids are real. We have the proof.
Yeah.
So when I watched the show, I was going, oh, this is going to be sweet. They found a mermaid.
And then they had all that, like, sweet evidence, like, they found the mermaid knife in the shark.
Uh-huh.
And I was just like, I was watching like, this is so cool. And even with the Megalodon one, I loved it. I loved the Megalodon. But the best part is because I even watched that too without knowing it was bullshit. Like, because they tell you literally, like, they have a 3-second blip that comes up at the end of the fucking program.
Very end.
Not even like the end.
No.
Like, while the program's still running and wrapping up, they have a little blip like, this is all bullshit. But they're entertaining.
Yeah.
But the Megalodon one, just because I was sitting there watching it with the same aspect of I had no idea if it was real or not, and I'm like, these scientists are just too good looking and too articulate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just seemed too polished. I'm like, that's not real. And then I was just watched more and more and more of it, and then I was like, this is fucking bullshit. And then I was pissed. I'm like, why do you do this? Why? It's just like the same thing with the UFO disinfo.
Yep.
Guys, why? Why do you gotta muddy the fucking water?
What I'm waiting for him to do is like a different kind of monster like that, instead of something that you can't be scared of. Like, nobody's, well, unless you're from the ocean, like the Megalodon thing, even the mermaid thing.
Yeah, it's like,
I'm not scared of those shit. They're not gonna be in Minnesota. They should do something that could strike fear in a lot of other people, though, like the Yeti thing or the Sasquatch.
That should be the next one. I'm surprised they haven't done that.
Or just they could do a multiple, like chupacabras. I mean, the
Jeez.
Jersey Devil.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Just all the mythological creatures.
Yeah.
The second, that would be a great
The second coming.
of Christ.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome, because you'd be watching it and like, why the fuck didn't I hear about this on the news? You think this would... Yeah, oh, fuck. That would be awesome if they could actually coordinate.
That would be
Because it'd be like War of the Worlds style. Like if...
There was a lot of people that went apeshit over that
Well,
when Orson Welles did that.
That was a beta test.
Yeah.
Because they were going to disclose UFOs, but that was the test to see if how the public would react if they did.
Well,
and they
you
reacted
can't really
terribly.
say that because they were.
I just
saying,
did.
They were saying that they were attacking.
I know, but it was just let's see, and they're like, whoa, we have to disclose this, and once again, brings it back to the disinfo agent.
Well, it is true that a person is smart, people are idiots.
Absolutely, I think we need to pull one of those off modern day style. Do you think it would be possible now?
To what?
To pull off like a War of the Worlds type media blitz.
See, the thing
you'd have to hijack social media.
Yeah, well, the thing that they don't get though is now you couldn't, because you would have to hijack every channel, because of the fact that back then there was like 4 radio stations. So and if everybody heard about one thing, they told everybody, being like, dude, this is going to be huge. They said everybody needs to be listening to this.
Yeah.
So, you know, you had an easier time of getting everyone as an audience. Today, there's way too much to take their attention away from them on other sides. And, yeah, I mean, there's just 10 million things that you can do at any given time. So it'd be extremely hard to get everybody to, you know, go on that one time and watch that one thing, especially like they had it was one show. He didn't have a mini series of it.
Yeah.
I mean, this was a special announcement. You can't miss this.
And it was only on like one radio station too.
Yeah.
And people were just that dupe, because most people now would be like, what? Let me check the Facebook. They should have something about this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not even on Facebook yet. What the fuck?
Yeah, you'd have to have a giant
conspiracy.
I'm just saying a giant shadow to cover all bases.
That would be awesome. We should pull this off.
There's no way that you could just hack one thing.
You gotta hack
like
everything.
you'd have to hack all telephone lines, all TV, all radio waves. It would be basically impossible to do. It would be, you'd have to just take everybody to the Stone Age to do it. But
you pretty much you'd need the code or whatever that the president has to shut down the internet and send direct messages to everybody's phone and do the emergency broadcast system. You'd need
I suppose if you
could hack into that.
Yeah, the emergency broadcast or like the Amber Alert things.
Yeah, if you could, that's the one spot. You'd have to do the master though. The one that the internet kill switch code.
Yeah.
You would need that. Because then all of a sudden the internet, you wouldn't even have to hack all these things.
Everybody that's on the internet, everybody that's in the...
Cut it off.
Yeah.
There'd be no internet access at all. Then they would tune into the radio station. And then we could put on our broadcast.
Looped.
Yep, it'll just be the whole library of cautionary tales over and over and over until everyone kills themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the
and we'll be in a bunker 20 stories below.
Working on the tube technology.
Oh, tenacious D, is there nothing you can't teach us?
No. They taught me everything I needed to know.
Yeah.
Get a fucker gently.
One cock push-up.
See?
That's all you need.
That's all you need. How many can you do? And I always know that if they require me to order a 6-piece chicken McNugget, I tell them to shove 2 up their ass.
I only want 4.
Just life lessons.
Always mix regular Coke with Diet Coke. Oh, I think that might have wrapped it.
I think so.
Those are life lessons, and everybody should have known them by now. If they don't, there you are, gems.
Come, the revolution.
Got tapered off at the end there.
That's right.